what caught our attention today was this statement that occurred as an answer to McConnell from a hearing about a resolution, a bill that's brought up for discussion, and they wanted to demolish the supporters of it because they want to try to cut down our activity in Yemen and quit the bombing and the interference. So they sent a question to the DOD, and the DOD answered, and they weren't bashful, and they were very, very adamant that the Pentagon, the DOD official said, this bill won't do any good because we don't have to obey it, and that they more or less were in charge. And unfortunately, that seems to be it. I mean, our administration is very much militarized. We have a lot of generals involved, and in some areas, everything continues. The war hasn't gone away in Afghanistan. We continue in this fight with the Saudis and Yemen. A lot of people are dying, and there's a few people up there. And Rand, I know, would like to see this thing stop. But this resolution, brought at least to the attention to people and what we should do. So I guess the real problem here is the arrogance of somebody that should be listening to the people and to the Congress, but we shouldn't even be there. There's no justification, there's no law, no declaration of war, and if any restraint, it should have come from the War Powers Resolution, and they say, no way, we're not going to pay any attention to this. Even if you pass this and say that we're not allowed to do it, we're going to ignore it. Pretty bold.
And sometimes a war can go on so long that people forget what the whole thing is about even. And that's, I think, the case with Yemen. Although it's only been a few years, people don't realize the Saudis attacked Yemen because a government that the Saudis backed was overthrown by a different group of Yemenis. Okay, we may like it, we may not like it, but Saudi Arabia is the aggressor here. They came in and said, oh, no, you don't. You can't overthrow this government that we like, so we're going to attack you. And that's what we got involved in. So there's no justification whatsoever for getting involved.